that way so people know for the video. So the G motor's coming out, the VQ. What happened to the VQ?
I dropped a valve.
Okay, dropped a valve.
So naturally aspirated, pushing like 370. Don't ask how I got it up that high. But it was a lot of work. But long story short, it dropped a valve, and now it can run. Just shouldn't. Like it just ding 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 ding. It sounds like a Chinese festival when you turn it on.
All right, so we're gonna be pulling the VQ. Is the VQ trans staying or no?
No. So
all right,
instead of the VQ trans, we're gonna have the M45 trans.
And they're both auto, so no manual swap, both auto.
Well, yeah. So I could have manual swapped, but that would have been more work.
It's kind of pointless, more money, because you already have an auto transmission that will bolt right up to this motor, a harness and everything for it. So
exactly. So the only difference is that I know part of this this harness where it goes to the ECU, I have to I'm gonna have to splice main harnesses from this to that, just so I can make sure CAN buses are reading each other, the gauges are doing what they're supposed to do. Plus I have 2 extra cylinders in this one, so because they don't make a kit for this, and I could go to specialty wiring harnesses, but they'll charge me an arm and a
I love that, like, this almost looks like like people that don't know what they're looking at, if you take this off, they'd be like, oh dude, you put an LS in there. Like,
yeah. So part of it, I'm going to order a brand new one of these, because, you know, like, if you didn't look at it, like, when you look at it, you can kind of tell, oh, a Ricer did this, and it's because I did this shit when I was like 19. This was my very first car, so I figured take the heart that I had, put it in the body that I want, give it a go. Not to mention, I could put paddle shifters in this.
And for anybody that is kind of following the build, what is this? I always forget. M45?
Yeah, M45.
Okay, so it's M45 Infinity.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be too bad, because we're taking basically a Nissan and throwing it inside a Nissan.
Yeah,
so it shouldn't be too terrible.
So this chassis actually came with 2 different engines. So it came with the VQ that's in everything else that Nissan has, and then they came with a V8 model, and this is basically a smaller version of the VK56DE that's in the Nissan
For
Titan.
some reason, I feel like this would be an easier swap than like a V8. I mean, as far as like an LS, I feel like this would be easier because it's basically the same chassis.
Yeah, basically.
And if that motor will already fit into here, no problems from factory, then there's no reason that this motor shouldn't fit into there.
Yeah, so
via
it
factory.
should do vice versa.
Yeah.
And dude, I've heard this without the headers, with the exhaust that I'm looking at, because I'm looking at the HKS. It's like